Context and agent overview. Implementing an agentic solution within Microsoft Azure AI Solutions involves developing intelligent agents. These agents utilize AI and cloud services effectively. Previously covered content includes understanding the essential use cases and roles of AI agents. Agents are capable of performing tasks autonomously, interacting with users, and making informed decisions based on provided data and learned patterns. This presentation will delve deeper into configuring the necessary Azure resources required to build these sophisticated agents, ensuring their effectiveness, performance, and scalability within various Azure environments. Overview of necessary Azure resources. When building an Azure AI agent, several critical resources must be configured. Cognitive services enables powerful vision, speech, language, and decision-making capabilities. Azure Bot Framework provides the structure and host environment for conversational experiences. Azure App Service hosts the applications securely and scales them efficiently. Azure Storage stores essential application data securely. Azure Active Directory AD manages identity and access security controls. Properly integrating these resources ensures seamless operations, optimizes costs, and supports robust AI agent functionality. Configuring Azure Cognitive Services. Cognitive services encompass pre-built models and APIs that facilitate rapid development. Speech API converts spoken language into text, speech to text, and vice versa, text to speech. Vision API processes visual information, identifies objects, and recognizes trends. Language API, LUIS, Q&A Maker supports natural language understanding and knowledge management. To configure cognitive services, access Azure Portal. Create a cognitive service resource. Configure pricing, region, and resource group. Retrieve keys and endpoints for API connection. Configuring Azure Bot Framework. Azure Bot Framework enables intelligent, conversational user interfaces. Configuration steps. Navigate to Azure Portal, select Bot Services, and create a new bot resource. Select template, including basic, enterprise, or conversational bots. Integrate with cognitive services and Azure App Services. Configure messaging channels like Microsoft Teams, Slack, or Direct Line for web integration. The bot framework supports seamless language understanding integration, ensuring the agent understands and processes user inputs correctly and efficiently. Azure App Service Fundamentals. Azure App Service serves as a central hosting environment for your AI agents, offering scalability, security, and operational efficiency. Provides scalable web applications hosting. Enables continuous deployment and integration via Azure DevOps. Supports existing web application SDKs, .NET, Java, Node.js, Python. Best practices for configuration. Select an appropriate plan: free, basic, standard, premium. Configure auto-scaling settings according to usage. Set deployment slots for safe application updates and rollback capabilities. Configuring Azure App Service. Step-by-step process to configure Azure App Service for AI agents. Log into Azure Portal, select App Services, and create new resource. Choose Runtime, Stack Matching Agents Programming Language. Define deployment options: manual, GitHub, Azure DevOps. Set application settings, app secrets, runtime configurations. Configure SSL certificates for secure communications. Enable diagnostic settings for monitoring and troubleshooting. This configuration ensures secure, high-performing, highly available AI agents. Azure Storage Configuration. Azure Storage is essential for securely storing large data sets, media, logs, and structured data that agents rely on. Types: blob storage, tables, queues, file shares. Procedure: access Azure Portal, select Storage Services. Create storage account specifying region, replication options. Retrieve connection strings for agents connectivity. Best practices: choose replication strategies, local, geo-redundant. Configure security access tiers, hot, cool, archive. Apply proper network rules and security protocols. Azure Active Directory for AI agents. Azure Active Directory AD manages identity and access, vital for security within agent configurations, enables secure authentication and authorization, supports role-based access control for resource management, configuration procedures, create application registrations for agents, define access permissions and policies, implement OAuth 2.0 for secure agent communications. Proper configuration ensures robust security and compliance standards across agent deployments and interactions. Network configuration considerations. Networking is critical to agent performance and security within Azure. Virtual networks. VNet isolate agent infrastructure securely. Azure Firewall and security groups manage traffic and network rules. VPN and ExpressRoute secure private connections between on-premises and Azure environments. Recommended actions. Define precise firewall rules. Configure subnets and address spaces accurately. Enable monitoring and alerts on potential security risks. Azure Resource Management and Groups efficiently manage resources through structured Azure Resource Groups. Resource groups logically organize related Azure resources. Essential for easy management, billing tracking, and resource deployment. Effective strategies include logical grouping of related resources per project or functionality, consistent naming conventions and tagging for clarity, regular reviews and management of resource lifecycle. Performance and scalability. Configuration performance and scalability are critical for reliable AI solutions. Use Azure Application Insights for monitoring in real time. Configure automatic scaling rules based on metrics, CPU, memory, traffic. Utilize Azure Traffic Manager for distributing user requests and load balancing globally. Scalability tips. Regularly test scenarios to ensure auto-scaling performs optimally. Plan resource allocation based on usage patterns and performance reports. Monitoring Azure resources. Azure's built-in monitoring tools enhance reliability and troubleshooting ease of AI agents. Azure Monitor, Central Hub to track performance and resource health. Application Insights, detailed application-level insights. Configuration practices. Configure alerts for critical resource thresholds. Schedule regular health checks reports. Integrate monitoring insights into DevOps cycle for proactive optimization. Effective monitoring configuration enhances overall system reliability and user experience.